Hi everybody, Captain B, another episode of the Blue Tortuga. Bit of an update for everyone. The mattress has been found. It's at the factory, so the factory's going to ship it to us. So that's good news. Even bigger news, we have a propeller. So we've got a prop that's arrived in Innisfil. They're currently working on the boat, doing the bottom paint, the modifications, as well as the canvas work. So we're really excited that as soon as they're all done, we can install the prop and they'll get the boat in the water. So what I figured I would do today is show you some of the stuff that's been occupying the last few months of internet shopping for us as we're excited and getting ready for the boat to arrive. So really, I think whole bunch of different things to show you, not in too much detail, but just some of the fun we've been having. Some of the gear is more utilitarian in nature, some of it is more for fun. So we'll start off with some basics, right? The boat does come with an anchor. Ours is a claw anchor, or also known as a Bruce anchor. This is a Danforth, so this is going to be our backup anchor. Lots of information on the internet says always have two anchors in your boat. So anchor for spare with chain, of course, and 150 feet of line to go with it. So safety first, as I always say. More on the navigation side as well. We'll show you some of the more expensive toys, but this is an ICOM VHF radio, and it's digital selective calling. There is a VHF radio in the boat, but this will be a handheld backup, and it does have the distress on the back that sort of sends out a signal as well as your GPS location if ever you're in a real problem. So hopefully we'll never have to use this, but that's an ICOM radio. Also on the safety side is a handheld Garmin GPS. So we have a large GPS unit with a large display, but if ever that would fail, we would have a backup GPS with us in the boat. So redundancy is always, I think, very important. Another little piece of navigation equipment is our binoculars. So these are marine binoculars with a floating strap that apparently keeps these afloat. And these binoculars are specially made for marine purposes. And you'll probably see on the front here has an integrated compass. So when you're looking through these, you can actually take a bearing on various objects, whether it be a shoreline, shore markers, some buoys or whatnot, but these are specifically made to be able to take a bearing off objects and to help you navigate on the water. We have here some little attachments that we bought that helps us tie lines at various places on the boat, all sorts of little doodads. We bought a new kind of dock line. We didn't used to use this brand before, so we're going to give this a try. These are Samson, and they're supposed to be the strongest name in rope. So very similar to any other kind of dock line, but they seem to be a little bit more robust, and hopefully won't fray as bad and won't get beat up by the sun as much. So hopefully these will work out well. So we've got a number of these. We got our cute little objects. We got our Yeti tumblers ready for the boat. These are rechargeable little solar lights. So in the evening, you put these around and light up the cockpit and that sort of thing. We've got some other Milwaukee. These are as handy as tools as they are in the boat. Flashlight for walking the dog, and these are all based on the Milwaukee M12 tool system, so they can work for the tools, and they also work with the accessories, if you will. What else we got? Tons of exciting stuff. Let's get some of this out of the way. We have spare parts, a rather large spare parts order we got from the factory. Spare wiper blades. don't know if you can see that. These are pumps, various bilge pumps. Yamaha impeller for the engine. A spare propeller for the bow thruster. A whole bunch of extra screws, bolts, fuses, valves, all sorts of good stuff to use if we need to and to do minor repairs. And of course, if you're going to do minor repairs, you're going to need a tool set. So I'm still deciding on what kind of bag I'm going to get, but we've also spent a lot of time getting everything. Ranger Tugs actually has a factory video that puts together some maintenance tips and things and puts together an actual toolkit. And there's a whole description and a list, and we use that as a guideline to put together our toolkit with various clamps, pliers, wrenches, screwdrivers, and whatnot, with electric tape and thing, so that we'll have all the tools we need on board to do those minor repairs if we need to. So still working on this, having a lot of fun doing this, spending a lot of time and a few dollars putting together a really decent toolkit for the boat. So if you're gonna travel, you're gonna need somewhere to put all your gear. So these are really neat. I really like these Osprey. We started off with an Osprey transporter bag, a size 40. This particular one is very similar in that line. They have a sort of rubberized sort of fabric on it, so that they're not waterproof, but they are water resistant. And all of the Osprey luggage, I hope you can see that, they all have this integrated backpack that you bust out and you can help carry around. So when you're around a marina or whatnot, or have a little bit further distance to travel, you can use the backpack instead of a shoulder strap or that sort of thing. And I'll show you a different version, which this is Crew MJ wanted this particular unit. So this has the wheels like you would regular airport luggage, has the handle, but you undo a couple of strips and a Velcro. You roll that and tuck it away. There's your backpack with a full mesh backing to be able to trek a little bit with your luggage with you. So these are really cool. You should check them out on Osprey. They're really versatile luggage. Since we're on the topic of Crew MJ, I've been told we're supposed to refer to her as Co-Captain MJ, but that remains to be proven out on the water. Look at this little bag, Magma. There you go. This entire kit all clips together. Probably doing this wrong. I am doing it wrong. Okay. At some point I get this right. Or is it the other way? Not that it matters right now. There we go. So this is a whole pot and pan setup all in one little case. It's fairly heavy, but you've got all these nesting pots. So you got all kinds of little pots of different sizes. They all fit one inside of the other into this nice compact little kit, and you have all of the cookware that you would need to make any meals out on the water. So I think that's one of MJ's favorite things that we purchased for the boat would be these pots. Okay, last but not least, you've got cookware, but then you've got grilling to do. So this little bag here, I will show you these. It comes with these. I will show you what has to be the world's cutest little barbecue. And this is our boat barbecue. It works with these little 1 gallon, I think it's 1 gallon, 16 ounce, little Coleman propane tanks. And you can either use the legs and set it up on the ground, or it also has an attachment that allows us to put this on a rail on the boat. Most marinas, we've found out, don't let you grill on the docks. You can only grill on your boat, which is why you need to have an attachment to be able to actually attach it to the boat. So this is our little barbecue. So that's pretty much it, folks. I wanted to show you some of the trinkets and doodads. Of course, Kraken couldn't be here because she's busy, I think, sleeping inside. But, you know, to honor her presence, we've also got the Kraken supply ready for when the boat will arrive. So hopefully that'll be another week, maybe 2 at the most, before they finished all the work. So we're crossing our fingers that they're speedily doing their thing up at Lefroy in Innisfil, so that we can get the boat down here to Scugog. So I hope you enjoyed this little show and tell today. So until next time, this is Captain B saying, keep the bottom side wet and the top side dry.